Today I am here to butcher the Polish language. It's more lost wiki Kozlovka. Okay? If you missed the last episode, go check it out. Link in the description down below. You can go watch the first episode. We're hopping back in. We gotta look up some stuff related to Kozlovka's tragedies. Also, a lot of you told me Kovlovka, not Kovlovska. There's no S in that word. My mouth can't say it without an S, okay? So I'm probably going to continue to butcher literally every word in this game, which I think is part of the charm at this point. I mean no ill will to the people of Poland. I just can't read in English or in Polish. Okay, let's do some searching, bro. Let's do some searching. This is also a very interesting, no, not this. This. A very interesting photo. I'm like paying a lot of attention to the photos because I think they do have value, right? So, the Dragunov family. Kozlovka was founded by Bohdan Dragunov and Alina Dragunov. Alina, probably. The story goes that their love guided them to this plot of land in hopes of starting anew as a family. A memorial was erected to honor the family, which includes a quote that reads, "For the loss of a few, there is still many." We can dive into Bohdan and Alina at some point in time. We need to get to tragedies, okay? So, Kozlovka tragedies. The 90s disappearance we know about, right? So this was summer of 92, which the reality is that's probably the most recent, okay? These tragedies were all committed. This is probably, I mean, we know that this was committed in the Białowieża forest, so it's probably that, right? But let's take a look here. So the summer plague in August 1990, unusual wave, this has been modified. An unusual wave of deaths spread across the town. Most victims had pre-existing medical conditions and were found deceased in their homes. Post-mortems revealed unidentified fungal matter within the bloodstream. Suspected as at first to be a fast-moving contagion, the tragedy ended as suddenly as it began. Okay, so summer plague was August 1990. 90s disappearances was summer 1992. Okay, put summer plague here for now. Animal killings, 1965, a tragedy occurred when locals were reporting their pets missing. Revealed that dozens of animals were found mutilated at the foot of the Draken Oak. Okay. Although the investigation was quickly resolved, the bodies were proven difficult to retrieve due to them decaying at a faster rate in the soil. I mean, this is definitely... So these are sudden... Tragedies that coincide with sudden spikes in Kozlovka's agricultural yield. This is definitely one that is important in here. Battle of the Forest. This is not about... I mean, I guess this is kind of... Tragedies that coincide with sudden... Okay, hold on. This makes sense. Okay, I gotta go find that other document, right? This is definitely, everything was committed in the Białowieża forest, okay? Theoretically, these coincide. So this was 65. This was 44, okay? And then the festival massacre was 1892. Dozens of locals killed during the winter festival. Culprit was caught murdering festival attendees in front of the Draken Oak. When cornered, the culprit slit their own throat and joined their victims. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, man. you go, king. Slay, something like that. Okay. Modern farming initiative. Where was this, man? Agricultural practices. Here we go. So, I'm going to tell you, 1892, this is the spike, man. So, I guess that tragedy is part of this. And then this would be 44, so that would have been... And then 90, I guess... It's hard to tell whether it's 91 or 92. So, tragedies that coincide with sudden spikes in Kozlovka's agricultural yield. So, it would have to be, when looking at the tragedies, It'd have to be the Festival Massacre in 1892. And then the next one has to be the Battle of the Forest. And then the third one, it wouldn't be animal killings. I mean, dude, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I really don't think it's the Summer Plague, because that's 1990. And this is very clearly after 1990. Otherwise, it would be straight up. So I think it's the 90s disappearances, man. I mean, I'm gonna lock this in. This feels right to me. Kozlovka had a fair share of tragedies. Among them, these are the tragedies that coincide with sudden spikes in Kozlovka's agricultural yield, earliest to latest, Festival Massacre, Battle of the Forest, and 90s disappearance. And they were all committed in the Białowieża forest. I mean, that felt extremely right to me. Redacted bypass, your findings have been more than helpful. They're disturbing. This pattern we're uncovering, it's not random. Someone knew and someone let it happen. You must have redacted bypass installed on your system. Like any good journalist, it's been a while since it's been prohibited by the government, so here's a refresher on how to access it. Oh, what the frick is this? Okay, in order to enable redacted bypass, you must first have your system code. You can find this in your computer system, right there. Okay. Sure. Then you will need the local area code of the city you'd like to bypass. You can find these in all addresses. Local area code, heading code. Okay. Okay, I mean, this is a lot to understand. How do I learn about my computer? I don't know. Okay, I have no clue. Ah, here we go. System code 342. So we are 342, and then I'm gonna write this down. Okay, I'm gonna write it down. I'm a pen and paper kind of guy. So we are... I wrote this, and then I started taking notes for other videos, man. Okay, system code, which I can look at any point. This is 342, was our system code. Yeah, beautiful. And then it's local area code. So it was 321 NW7 is the example. This is the local area code. And this is our heading code. Now, where the hell are these found, man? I got no clue. After the government's disapproval of their product, blank caused the tragedy. Okay, that seems important to figure out. Let's figure some stuff out here. I think we need to look into the Dragunov family, right? Because they feel like they're an important part of this entire thing just because they, kind of founded the city, right? So let's start understanding them. So Bohdan Dragunov, founding member of Kozlovka, originally a carpenter, his career shifted to farming after having their first child, who was born sickly. He was famous for being a terrible farmer, but nevertheless persevered. That's what I'm gonna go out as. My Wikipedia page someday is gonna be famous for being a terrible YouTuber. Never learned to read. Sucks at the Binding of Isaac. Made one really popular video called Reverse Tower Defense that everybody roasted him in the comments of. He was always devout to his wife and has famously said to have borrowed her strength in times of need. That's good. We love a man who stays loyal to his queen. Okay, you were a carpenter. You're, like, so useless to me, really. Alina, founding member of Kozlovka, incredibly spiritual, set up the Winter Festival as her way of celebrating her husband's crops. Festival attracted dozens of people whose families make up Kozlovka today, always devout to her husband, known in the community to set everything aside for the sake of her family. So she set up the Winter Festival, right? And the Winter Festival was obviously a very important thing to have happened in here, right? Holiday is no longer celebrated since the massacre. So, but the government hasn't disapproved of anything, right? It's just kind of a... We need to get to the government disapproving. And I think that something like the animal killings... Because there's going to be something that caused this, right? Like the summer plague... something in the bloodstream. There's something that we're missing here. Kozlovka Town Ledger, we still can't get into. Festival Massacre. I mean, bro, am I missing stuff? I feel like we don't have actually any paths to go down, do we? So who caused the tragedy? To abandon any uses of the blank. I feel like this is going to be that the symbiotic ergot is the issue here, right? After the government's disapproval of their product. I mean, we're missing people in this exchange, right? So let's keep looking around. Atlia and Jan, Modern Farming Initiative, Zarnavian Government. That just goes back to this. We need to get in the ledger, man. Which we're gonna be able to get into this because it's going to be. Well, but it's a 4-character password, man. Findings have been more than helpful. You have redacted bypass. Been a while since it has been prohibited by the government, so here's a refresher on how to access it. So in order to enable it, you must first have your system code. Okay, how do I... I don't need the reload. There's going to be some kind of way to access this. You must have it installed. But this doesn't really tell me how to install it. Find the local area code of the city you'd like to bypass. You can find these in all addresses. I haven't really seen an address, brother. Have I? I don't think I have. Let's go back to the initial Kozlovka. I mean, this is just a database, man. Redacted bypass. Obviously, I need to use this, man. You can find this in your computer system. That's for my system code. I know that. Then you will need the local area code of the city you'd like to bypass. So where the hell is Kozlovka's, man? Heading code. Three, two, 1. Some of you are like, Tyler, this ain't that hard. Bro, I don't know where it is. Like, redacted bypass. Gotta be in this somewhere, right? Although it's a database. Redacted bypass. Here's a refresher on how to access it. In order to enable it, you must first have your system code. Okay, yeah. I've got it. Okay, I've got it. It's 342. But then, like, where do I put it, brother? Local area code of the city you'd like to bypass. I ain't got a clue, honestly. I feel like this is where we would be putting that in, man. But it's none too helpful for me at the current moment. Summer Plague, anything going on over here, man? We have a K03 over here, which is, feels like that could be important in some way. And these are just our tragedies, again. Winter Festival was, quite important. That's the old Draken Oak, again. We know about him. Okay, let's reload. And maybe this will install the new software onto my computer. 342. Maybe like the bypass is just sitting on my desktop. Yeah, fair enough. Not that I expected it at all to be there. Okay, this is just our report. This is... Oh, redacted bypass, man. Okay, here we go. 342. See, I told you we'd find it. 342 and then our area code. So, what area code exactly are we looking for, man? You can find these in all addresses. In all addresses. Just like check through some stuff, right? Go back to Kozlovka. In all addresses. Kozlovka's really one of the only addresses. Although I feel like addresses could mean both the web address. How about we think about this slightly differently? We know some of the local area code. Like this one is 321, right? So let's do 342 321. You hate me, okay? 342, and then I just need something, man. I need something. Festival Massacre. Does the Draken Oak have a address? I got no clue, man. Bialovoja Forest. Kozlovka. German occupation. There's no address anywhere. And there's not really anything... Like, I feel like this is where we would maybe have an address, but doesn't make a lot of sense. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. These are just the ruins, man. What about Zarnavian Cultural Block? Hey, ZCPI? That's just the name of the thing, man. It's not accurate. I don't know where the hell your address is, man. One more time. Take a look. If I can't figure it out, then you may not have either. I do love they put a giant picture of what it is, and my brain did not compute that entire time. You will need the local area code of the city you'd like to bypass. You can find these in all addresses. If we can get Kozlovka, right, then we get access to the ledger because we get in there, right? We just need Kozlovka's code, which has to be somewhere. I mean, like, it has to be. What about in agriculture? Is it in this photo? No. Kozlovka. Could it be in here? Agricultural achievements. Modern farming initiative. Hold on. I just don't speak. I don't speak this language, bro. I don't speak it. It's our Navian government. Things related to the ZCPI. These are not good enough either. How about Dragonov family? You got anything related to living here? I can't read that if it is. It's gonna be on a photo somewhere, man. So just step through some photos again, and let's look around. We'll find something. Here you go. It's no crossing sign. There's a big 3 here, but I don't think that's too important. Battle of the Forest. Kozlovka. There's nothing really there. The tragedies. Yep, we know about them. Summer Plague. This is where I still think, like, 03. I mean, maybe it's like 03 and then I mean, you could try a lot of different ones, I guess. So 3, 4, 2, 0, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I accidentally hit this. 0, 3, 8, 9. Okay. It was a guess anyway, like, let's be fair. 14. I don't think that helps all that much. Jean doesn't really help. Atlia doesn't really help. Dr. Casimir doesn't really help. Modern Farming Initiative, we kind of know does not help. Mizislav doesn't help. Medicinal herbs doesn't help. Spiritual chalk does not help. The witch does not help. Zarnavian, Slavic symbols. I mean, I find it hard to believe any of these contain anything I need. The answer is they totally don't. Okay. There's gonna be something, man. There's gonna be something. We just gotta find it. Zarnavian government, Bielovoyesia. Carving on the trunk. Addresses. The Dragunov family. Feels like that this could have... I mean, this is impossible to read. I'm just gonna tell you that. So I ain't got a damn clue. I don't think that's too usable. Battle of the Forest. Festival Massacre. Winter Festival. 15th of December, no longer celebrated. Animal killings. I mean, maybe something here? Like, maybe this... I mean, that K03... I feel like that 03 was so important, man. Redacted bypass. You must first have your system code, then you will need the local area code. So system code, and then local area code. Find these in all addresses. Okay, I mean, 03, just go back to the, did I just not see it right on the Summer Plague? I mean, that is a 3, man. 03. So it's just check again. 342. 342. 03. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1. Okay, I pause. I keep looking and I'll be back. My friends, I found it. At least I think I found it. I didn't look in previous mail. It's like they hide stuff everywhere. This access request on the previous day had Kozlovka's area code 451 right here. So I think that this is 451 here. I keep on clicking too far, man. 451. Okay, get me in. Welcome to Redacted Bypass. With this, you can access data from articles that have been previously modified. Insert the article name to continue. Okay, this is great stuff, man. This is great stuff. So again, what are we looking for? Because of the government's disapproval of their product, blank caused the tragedy. So this allows us to access data that has been previously modified. We have a lot of those, okay? We have a lot of those. We have... Let's start with the Summer Plague. That seems like a good one to have. Okay. Victims were frequent patrons of Dr. Mislav Dragunov, who regularly complained that standard medicine would not help people with such long-standing medical conditions. After a swift investigation, the police said there was no correlation. I mean, that seems kind of insane, right? So Mislav is maybe an issue. I can drag any article into here. Okay, let's start messing with this. We're gonna get this over here, this over here. Atlia. What about you, man? We're just gonna start looking at everything. As the town was relatively small, there was no sheriff, so the mayor was responsible for leading investigations. Upon appointing himself sheriff, he stated, "As long as I draw breath, I shall keep this town thriving. Know that I will do what's best for Kozlovka." Yeah, that's also a little sketchy, bro. What exactly did you, do in the end, Atlia? What about Jan? You're the current mayor. You could be important. Was infamous for being vocal about the disapproval of the use of the symbiotic ergot. Yeah. After the plague, he launched a modern farming initiative with the primary goal of phasing out the fungi from use. Because of this, yep. Okay, this is good. Jan proposed... This is good. Jan proposed the modern farming initiative to abandon any uses of the symbiotic ergot. Which is somewhere, man. Somewhere. Fungal matter, Draken oak, symbiotic ergot. Okay. This part I feel good about. After the government's disapproval of their product, blank caused the tragedy. Of their product. Like that's a wild way of wording whatever this is. So we need to we're going to take a look at Mislav, because he's obviously a pretty important part of this. And this is going to tell us a lot, I think. He announced a more potent version of medicine in 1989, but failed safety tests in the subsequent year and was not approved by the government. I mean, he certainly caused the tragedy, right? And the tragedy was the Summer Plague. So, I think that I'm happy to lock this in. Dr. Mislav Dragunov caused the tragedy. And that tragedy was the Summer Plague. Like, these we're talking about, and this is good because I marked all of them, right? The Battle of the Forest has been changed, and I do kind of want to look at that. Bro, there's too much crap on the screen. I got too much crap. Having a second monitor would be very nice in this game. German documents show that the occupation was not a simple invasion, but also investigated an event that happened in the late 1800s. These documents were given to the local police force. Oh. So the Germans came in to investigate the Winter Festival Massacre? Okay, hold on, because that feels, like, extremely wild to me. There is a disturbing rumor that the killer carved the runes into the Draken oak as part of festival traditions. Although not much evidence suggests this, it was speculated to be the reason why the festival is no longer celebrated. This is not part of what... This is what we call in the business of a beautiful red herring, okay? The Winter Festival is not part of this. It's the Summer Plague that is happening here. And because of this, Jan proposed the Modern Farming Initiative to get rid of the thing. Lock this in, submit it. We know it's right, okay? Mislav Dragunov caused the tragedy by having enhanced versions of his symbiotic ergot medicine of sorts, okay? Good. Mislav is a good man, but I knew his ambition would get to him. To think he risked innocent lives. I may have found something that is of use. What's inside is sensitive. Handle it accordingly. I'll continue digging. This is a .image file. To whom it may concern. Here's our full seal now. As you may know, it's been 3 months since our mayor went missing. He was dear to our hearts, but alas, we must come together and continue running the town. Control of the Kozlovka police force and its public database will be transferred to his son, Jan, as he will be taking the reins as mayor of the town. With that, the passcode to the town ledger has now changed. It is now the heading code of the town hall. Okay, now we're in, bro. Now we're in. Dig deeper. Give me this. Northwest 6 is our heading code, which means that in the redacted bypass, Northwest 6 okay, if north is 0, northeast is 45, east is 90, southeast is 135. That would make south 180, southwest 225, west. I gotta write these down. Gotta write these down. I'm drawing a compass. North, northeast, east, southeast. Every good burger deserves fries. Nah, that's the damn keyboard, man. We need news is the compass one. Okay, so north is 0, northeast 45, 90, and then we just need multiples of this. Okay, so 135, and then 180, and then 180 plus 45 is 225, and then that'll be 270, and then 270 plus 45 is 315. At least I'm like pretty sure I have that right. So 315 and then 7. 3157 would be the, because the town hall again. No, not this. We don't care about this. The town hall is northwest 6. So it would be 3156 should be the ledger. Let's try it, okay? If not, I'll do my math again. 3156. Hacker voice, I'm in. Okay, the Kozlovka town ledger. Now this is what we're talking about, my friends. Let's take a look at... I mean, these are important people. Let's start with Atlila, okay? We know you. Yeah, good point. I probably don't need you again. We know Mizislav. Who is Lilia? You're the witch. Okay, now that is something. Lilia Dragonov is the adoptive elder sister of Atla and Mizislav. Although she acted more as a caregiver to the two boys rather than a sibling, not much is known about her besides reports of her eccentric personality. In 1965, the Dragunov family announced that she had run away, though no investigation was held. This is a picture from 1963. Okay. The witch's true name is Lilia. They were responsible for the tragedy... Well, probably the animal killings, right? Because that was 65. They frequently return to the site of the tragedy to carve the rune blank onto the Draken Oak. Okay, well, I mean, we're all in, right? This is good. Who is Volha? The mother of Jan. Proud mother adamantly supported Jan's mayorship after her husband's disappearance. Although she no longer uses their last name, she still has close connections. We know that this is the witch, though. I feel very, very good about that. And we know Jan and everybody else. This is good. So the witch... is you, Lilia Dragunov. They were responsible, so 1965 was the animal killings. Yep. Dozens of animals were mutilated at the foot of the Draken Oak, and the Draken Oak gets carved... What? Draken Oak gets carved, these? Which is cross and twin glyphs. Symbol of fertility, growth and decay. We need a little bit more here. We need a little more here. Carving on the trunk said to be a pagan tradition to honor the agricultural. But then we also have those on the bottom of it, man. And there's a lot of them. Frequently returns to the site to carve the rune. Yeah, okay. So it's this that, the one that is for pagan rituals associated with the restless spirits. Unfortunately, it's this. Lilia, I think you're, like, not okay, sister. Witch's true name is Lilia. Responsible for the animal killings. They frequently return to carve the Izvini rune. We're unpacking stuff, man. The hidden sister. To think that the witch was their sister all along, and to think they had a sister to begin with, it's almost unbelievable. I found this document hidden in the archives. Felt like it was meant to be buried, like it wasn't meant to be found. Okay. Research notes number 144. Year is 1943. Okay, Diane, document that. Transcription, tree looks to be centuries old. It can be confirmed there are runes on the tree, however it isn't in chalk like the pictogram suggests. Seems to be carved with some carpenter tool. We know that one guy was the carpenter. Remind soldiers not to trample over the area and be careful of the delicate fungi. They're hard to spot, but they're there. Update, found a letter written a few days after the incident. We'll attach it along with these notes. Okay, yeah, I understand this. So, the carpenter, which was... That would have been Bodan, originally a carpenter. So, Bodan is responsible for the Festival Massacre? I guess? Caught murdering festival attendees in front of the Draken Oak? I mean, that seems kind of... I don't know about that, to be honest with you. Responsible for the two... It's gonna be the two Slavic rune symbols, right? The rumor of the tragedy spread across Europe and led to another. Can we take a look at the tragedies again? Well, it led to the Battle of the Forest, right? Because they came to investigate the tragedy, right? And that's when the Battle of the Forest occurred. So yeah, Botan, you did the Festival Massacre? It's pretty effed up, brother. Okay, yeah. Oh, what the heck? It's not correct? Wait a minute. Festival Massacre. They're responsible for the two Slavic rune symbols on the Draken Oak. Unless it was not Bodan? Could it be that Alina did it? That seems kind of weird. He was famous for being a terrible farmer. I mean, here's the thing, right? If it was Alina. Okay. So Alina stole her husband's carpenter tools and then performed the massacre? So you're telling me that the leaders of this town, basically all of their older relatives, completely destroyed this town. Conspiracy. This must have been the beginning of it all. I've heard of the legend before, but always thought it was an old wives' tale to scare me when I was a child. I think we're uncovering a much deeper conspiracy than we thought. Surely someone must have known about all this. How did these tragedies go unnoticed or unconnected? That's honestly the great question, right? That is the great question of them all. And it's a great question that I think we'll solve in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching more Lost Wiki. I don't know why. I feel like we're going to wrap this up in the next episode. Even if it's like an hour-long episode, I'm going to wrap it up in the next episode. So we'll see where things go. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.